just need to see the doctor, figure out what's wrong with you.
Jenelle Evans recently came out on her YouTube channel in regards to her health issues. So for quite some time, she's been dealing with alleged paralysis. She even stated that she had tumors at one point, assorted cysts, aches and pains, and she stated that she was consulting with her physician about this, and the doctor was, giving her a diagnosis. So a lot of people think this is BS. A lot of people think that she is just overreacting. Even her mother called her a hypochondriac at one point, and a lot of people think it's all BS. So this is brought to you by the Ashley Reality Roundup. I'll just be kind of going into detail about what exactly she opened up about in regards to her health and what the diagnosis was. So Jenelle says she complained of headaches, neck pain, sweaty face, back pain, and other miseries for months. She stated that she was able to drag her basically bedridden corpse to the fair back in October, where she rode several rides, including one that actually spun around. And according to her, when she went and she rode all those rides at this carnival back in October, it made everything worse. Like, it made her pain worse. And she was stating that a lot of it has to do with her illness, her mystery illness, everybody. We already know how she does. So the doctor did say that she has some sort of diagnosis, and apparently she has something called thoracic outlet syndrome. Now, according to Mayo Clinic, which, I don't really read off Mayo Clinic. I heard, some stuff, but according to Mayo Clinic, they describe thoracic outlet syndrome as a group of disorders that occur when blood vessels or nerves in the space between your collarbone and your first rib are compressed. This can cause shoulder and neck pain and numbness in your fingers. It also states that one common cause of this is physical trauma. Now, while reading this article, the Ashley referenced when she actually suffered from a collarbone injury back in 2018, when allegedly her husband, David Eason, had pressed on her, or pushed her to the ground and pressed on her, and she heard a crack. So maybe this physical trauma that this is speaking of stems from that collarbone injury. It could be, it could not be. A lot of people, again, they just think it's hearsay. So what do you all think about this entire situation? Like I said, I've known Jenelle to be very over the top when it comes to her illnesses and when it comes to her sickness. Even when her and David Easton first got together, in the earlier seasons, she was explaining to him, they went out to lunch, and she was explaining to him she has her knees were clicking and she saw stars in her eyes.
So anyways, I started writing down my symptoms like hot flashes, hard staying asleep, sometimes feeling of insomnia, and numb fingers, shakiness, anxiety, depression, restless leg syndrome, eyes hurt, eyes feel huge, knee joints click when sitting, back pain, head feeling like it's nonstop shaking, my tongue was numb or I couldn't taste anything, loss of appetite, loss of balance, dizziness, extreme weakness, loss of coordination, feeling and being in fog, cannot spell, hard to put sentences together, hard to read, uncontrollable body jerks at times, pins and needles in hands and feet at times, itchy legs, and I had that migraine the other night.
She just was explaining all this stuff, and David legit was just sitting there looking petrified because the entire season was dedicated to her illnesses. Now, one thing I will say, I don't want to knock her if this is true, if she really is sick, because I know being sick sucks. Having disorders and illnesses, it really sucks, and it takes a toll on you, just your overall well-being. So if she truly is going through something, that's really sad, and I hope she can get through it. But on the flip side of things, maybe her mother Barbara isn't too far off saying that she's a hypochondriac, because a lot of people are seeing a lot of the repetitive behavior with her kind of nitpicking at herself and pinpointing certain stuff that's not really even there. So even the doctors stated at one point that they couldn't find anything wrong with her, so what do you all think about this situation? Do you really think Jenelle Evans is sick here? Do you think she is a hypochondriac? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm YesamenTV, and until next time, see ya.